Okay. Henry's here. I hope that... Actually, I need to check something, guys. Because I realized I didn't check this the whole day. This might be a problem. Let's see here. Yeah, I thought so. So, the way the heating works around here is that you have to top up a certain amount of money into a system so that the heating works. And not that I need heating right now; it's warm enough at this place. But like I need it for like winter times. So I managed to finally get my account connected to that thing, and I topped up some money into it, but it's just not working. It's not connected for some reason. The account with the system itself. So I have to send them an email, be like, hey, what the hell? What the hell is this? You know, so I don't know. Here we go. Perdidit in Tempore. That's a funky name. Now that's a funky name. And here we already have. I think I know which one this is. At least one. Okay. Our first Euclid of the 2000s, ladies and gentlemen. Now we had everything. Now we had Safe, we had Thaumiel, we had Euclid, we had Keter, we had even had Zeno and neutralized. Job's done. Stream's done. Stream is over. Bye. Nah, of course not. But let me just get the number up that I got here. Hold on. Now hold on. At least one individual who is trained and fluent in speaking Vulgar, Latin, the common language used during early Imperial Rome, must be on hand at all times to deal with SCP 2012. I'm pretty sure I know which the Imperial Rome one that is. Is that who I think it is? Yes, it's Septimus, the lion Roman. Yeah. Said personnel is henceforth referred to as Alpha 1. Alpha 1 must be trained in Imperial Roman history with a strong focus on military doctrine and tactics of the early empire. In addition, one period-accurate set of Lorica segmentata forged using only methods available to Roman blacksmiths is to be produced with the use of said personnel. A standard set of weaponry for an Imperial auxiliar cavalryman is to be provided and forged with the same requirements as the armor. One horse with appropriate Roman cavalry equipment is to be provided. Alpha 1 is to receive lessons in Roman horsemanship, mainly in riding without a stirrup. Alpha 1 is to receive extensive lessons in Roman military history regarding the conquest of Britain in the 110 CE. Alpha 1 is to receive emblem and markings of Legio II Augusta, which including the construction of the Aquila of Legio II Augusta, which is Second Augustan Legion, and Aquila is Roman stand / banner of an individual legion. Another individual designated Alpha 2 is to receive the same equipment, but with a training focus on the Jewish revolts during the Principate? Specifically the Bar Kochba revolt. Alpha 2 is to receive the emblem and Aquila of Legio Ex Gemina. A third individual designated Alpha 3 is to receive the same equipment as the others, but with a training focus on the Parthian Empire wars of the 160 CE. Alpha 3 is to receive the emblems and Aquila of Legio I Minerva. During the last week of February, Foundation personnel are to close off the region of Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park, Scotland, where SB 2012 can appear using the cover story of wildlife surveys. The corresponding areas in the Negev desert, Israel and Khosrow State Reserve, Armenia are to be monitored closely to the inability to close off such areas. At the beginning of a Marian event, Alpha 1 is to ride to the position of SCP-2012 and claim to be a member of the Auxiliar Cavalry of Legio II Augusta. Alpha 1 is to claim that Legio II Augusta has been massacred in an ambush and that the standard orders are for Legio I believe it's supposed to be 9 Hispano to remain in their current position and construct fortification in preparation for defense. Alpha 1 is ordered to use any means necessary to convince -1 of the necessity of this maneuver. If Alpha 1 does not return within the designated window of time of 10 hours, a mobile task force will be deployed to contain SCP-2012 by force. The same procedure applies for Alpha 2 and Alpha 3, with a suitable adjustment in region and original legion. Regardless of the means of containment, surveillance of SCP-2012. God damn! During its appearance is to be maintained at all times. Description: SCP-2012 is a collective designation that refers to the members of Legio 9 Hispana, an Imperial Roman Legion that disappeared from the historical record in the late 100s CE. The reason for this disappearance from the historical record is currently still a matter of considerable debate. During the beginning of March, SCP-2012 can manifest in 3 different regions of the world: Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park, Scotland, Kosorov State Reserve, Armenia, and the Negev Desert, Israel. This is henceforth referred to as a Marian event. During a Marian event, members of SCP-2012 appear often accompanied by the camp followers and the other personnel common to a Roman legion. The members of the legion will express considerable disorientation as to the location, but will reiterate their insistence that they are still in the late 100s CE. Isn't there another SCP that has to do with like a helmet, a Roman helmet, that like basically summons a spirit of a Roman that got cursed? I wonder if he's connected to any of this. SCP-2012 instances will tend to be scattered and can appear in multiple locations during one manifestation event. But no, wait. The helmet is when you put it on, you get possessed by a Roman soldier. But there's not a like spirit thing that is in a cave that I believe has to do with Roman as well, maybe. But it also could just be a spirit in itself. But I think it has to do with Roman. SCP-2012 instances will be scattered and can appear in multiple locations during one manifestation event, but instances are never repeated in the different locations in which SCP-2012 can manifest. -1 refers to the commander of SCP-2012. Personnel engaging in containment of SCP-2012 are to make contact with -1 in order to convince SCP-2012 to remain in its position, or the suitable officers at a location which -1 is not present. Approximately 1 week following the beginning of a Marian event, it will abruptly disappear, taking any and all equipment with it. SCP-2012 can disappear at any time, and the members of it do not seem to be aware of this impending disappearance, or the general circumstances of the situation. Regardless of how many members are lost during containment, SCP-2012 will reappear every single year. SCP-2012 instances do not carry over memories from the prior year. Since the Foundation began containment of SCP-2012 the use of force has only been required in occasions. Cover story were maintained on the grounds of military drilling. Addendum. The following is a relevant conversation with Alpha 1 attempted to discover the origin of SCP-2012's anomalous nature. It has been translated from the original Vulgar Latin. But still, I feel strange. To be honest, a lot of the men haven't been feeling right. You know, I had a memory of fighting in Judea, putting down Jews. Can you imagine that? I must be going insane. We've never been stationed anywhere near there, but yet I clearly remember fighting there for some reason. Perhaps it's the stress of the uprisings? Perhaps. I can't get an incident out of my head though, and some damned barbaric priest howling at us from atop the chariot as we went into battle. For some reason, I kept seeing them as Parthian heavy chariots with those characteristic scythe blades. I had to blink a few times to get the vision out of my head. I don't understand what's going on. I will make sure to put in a prayer for Asclepius, for you, sir. What of Asclepius? During a different Marian event, Alpha 2 was similarly ordered to discover the origin of SCP-2012. -1 had manifested in the Negev Desert, Israel during this Marian event. And yet, I can't get it out of my head. Those accursed memories of being ambushed by a Pictish rebellion. We've never been stationed in Britannia. I can scarcely remember any information about Britannia, as I've never cared for reading about those other conquests. I can remember it so clearly, though. That is indeed odd, sir. And you know what's the strangest thing? I couldn't stop seeing those Jewish zealots and thinking of Parthian full infantry. Nah, I've never seen a Parthian full infantry, but when I saw those soldiers, I couldn't stop thinking of how much they reminded me of the old Parthian wars. See, there I go again. I have no experience in the Parthian wars, but they seem to be old wars to me. We haven't even fought the Parthians since Trajan, but in those memories, it's not Trajan that's flying on those standards. It's some other emperor that I don't even recognize. I will make sure to put in a prayer for sleepers for you, sir. It just always ends like, the prayer will happen. There will be a prayer. Don't you worry, I'll pray for you. You're in good hands, because I will pray for you. But yeah, I can imagine, like, that must be definitely a very confusing moment for those soldiers to be like suddenly modern time and just be like just John Travolta like of course I won't be speaking Italian, but I just imagine one of them just going like Cazzo mio Dio